and welcome. I'm Naja Sadli, and I'm the graphic designer and social media officer at HerWILL Bangladesh. And today I'm your co-host for today's event, and I'm so excited to be here with each and every one of you.
We are so excited to see so many participants. Almost 1,834 individuals are joining us today from over 35 different countries. This truly reflects the power of a global, inclusive tech community. But before we begin, just a quick reminder, please ensure your microphone is muted and your camera is turned on. With that being said, let's get started. Although I know your microphones and even the chat may be quiet, let's not keep the energy quiet. If you can hear me loud and clear, go ahead and drop a quick reaction on Zoom of a thumbs up so I know you can hear me and get that energy coming. It's so nice to see all of your thumbs up, and it's wonderful to see all of you here today. I am so delighted to welcome you all to the opening ceremony of the HerWILL AI for Digital Safety Datathon 2026. As we dive in, we're going to quickly go over a few important community guidelines to ensure a smooth and respectful session for everyone. We kindly ask all participants to be respectful and inclusive towards everyone in this space. Note that the microphones are kept muted to maintain decorum as we have a large number of attendees. Please ensure your microphones are kept muted unless you are invited to speak. If you have something to share, please ensure to note it down and ask at the end during our Q&A sessions. Please keep your cameras on because we want to see you as well, and note that you will receive 2 forms for each of the workshops you attend. One being a pre-attendance form and the other is a post-feedback form. You will be required to fill out both and participate in the workshop to receive the certification. In addition to that, please also note that you are not allowed to record or redistribute this session, and make sure you stay until the end for all important announcements. If everyone is clear on the guidelines, please react with a thumbs up emoji so I know you got it. Thank you so much for your response. These guidelines help us create a safe, collaborative, and professional environment for everyone. So I hope everyone cooperates.
All right, before we get started, let's take a quick moment to celebrate the incredible community we have in this room. We have over 1,800 participants joining us from across the globe. A special shout out to our amazing regions, Egypt, MENA, Bangladesh, Senegal, USA, and Canada. Drop a reaction and let us know you're here in the chat. And of course, a huge shout out to Egypt, our star region coming in strong with over 1,000 participants in partnership with Galaxy for Development. No matter where you're tuning in from, drop a reaction and let us know. This is your moment and yours to celebrate as you represent your region globally. Now, you might be wondering what our plan is for today. Let me give you a sneak peek what we have in store for you, and trust me, you'll want to stay till the very end. We'll kick things off with a special introduction to HerWILL and our incredible founder. Then, we'll take you through a complete overview of the Datathon and your learning journey, followed by a powerful conversation on ethics, responsible AI, and the values that we have to maintain throughout the event. But that's not all. You'll also be hearing from our previous Datathon participants and winners who've walked the same path and lived to inspire. Our amazing regional leaders from Bangladesh, Egypt, and MENA region, and of course, a very special message from the heart of it all, our founder and CEO herself. And finally, we'll wrap it up with the key announcements and next steps that you'll absolutely do not want to miss. It's going to be an inspiring, insightful, and incredible session. So stay with us and keep that energy up, and let's make today count. Now, with further ado, it is my absolute honor to invite our remarkable founder and CEO, Farhana Hassan, who brings nearly 20 years of leadership experience across aviation, technology, and academia, including impactful work at Delta Airlines across 23 countries, where she has made history as the first woman of color on SkyTeam IT Executive Board. Driven by a passion for women's empowerment, she channeled all of that experience into building HerWILL, and we could not be more proud and more grateful to have her vision guiding us. Ma'am, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Ramisa, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone around the world. What a great moment this is. We are beyond proud for your presence and participation. This is going to be one of our most successful events. We know it. And by success, we mean that your active participation, your understanding, your asking questions, your curiosity, and your enthusiasm. So just a little bit about HerWILL. We started HerWILL 5 years ago to make next generations of tech leaders from women and underrepresented youth around the world. So by that, what do we mean? Exactly, pretty much, this is the framework we're working on. We are trying to see who are getting access to quality AI education. What are the barriers that we can break to give them that access? We're participating in building what's going on in the AI infrastructure and the AI tools, and who are in the policy discussions, who are at the table to actually make the decisions. And that's why we have such diversity in our programs. And finally, who benefits from it? It cannot be just a few countries, 2 or 3 countries in the world who continue to make and use AI, but also everyone else around the world. And this is our small effort to make that happen. Just another little bit about our journey so far. We started the Datathon and the global workshop series by world-class experts bringing to the remotest part of the world in 2022. I'm far behind, as you can see, the 2022. And our first Datathon only had about 80 to 85 participants, and it only happened between 2 countries, United States and Bangladesh. In 23, we went global, and we had a few more participations from around the world. In 24, we built real collaboration across countries and started our Research and Development Foundation, which we continued in 2025, where we started building the infrastructure for what's going to happen from this point forward. And we built more integrated partners and amazing people around the world to help us build an ecosystem that takes us way beyond what we are doing right now. So we're really happy that in 26, we currently have a representation from about 35 countries around the world, and about almost 2,000 participants, hitting 1,900 around this time. And I'm pretty sure in the next couple of days, it's going to go up. But the growth is not the achievement. The actual achievement is the people behind it, people underneath all of these things we are doing. The team members that you see who started out as participants, who volunteered, who are still volunteering, who are interning, and now leading countries, programs, partnerships, and all of these major things that they would not have had the opportunity to do anywhere else. So that is one of our biggest success. And to the outside people we've touched so far, the 5,500 to 6,000 people that we have already trained in the 6 countries in particular, have already shown where they're going to be. Throughout 3 of those participants will talk today, and you will see their success stories. And this time, in addition to Bangladesh, US, Canada, Syria, and Egypt, we welcome our new partners from Senegal, led by Dr. Ndioro Ndie, and you'll hear from them as well. So here, we're not just building systems, but how those systems affect real people. This is the difference. As we could know that AI is no longer just a product. It is becoming an infrastructure, and the infrastructure determines who's protected, who has access, who's being left behind. The framework that I showed you on the first slide covers it all. So this is not just a datathon. This is the shift from learning to building and to influencing systems that operate at scale. Through our partnership with AI for Opt and NSF AI Institute at Georgia Tech, you will see the managing director, Dr. Kevin Delmayer, talk and inspire you right after me. And this work connects directly to real research and real world application. That's what we're moving toward. And for many of you, this is just the beginning. This becomes a pathway into research, into opportunities, into a pipeline into leadership, and also a network of peers around the world that you can ping onto anytime and get motivated and inspired. It'll be decided because the future of AI will not be decided by those who simply understand the system. It will be decided by those who understand the consequences and take responsibility for it. So thank you, and I welcome you. I appreciate all of you. Thank you to Ed for joining our ecosystem. We hope to have a great program this year. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Ms. Farhana, for those insightful remarks. They've really set the tone for today's session. Now, to take this conversation a step further and give all of you a clearer picture of HerWILL AI for Digital Safety, it is my pleasure to invite Mr. Kevin Dalmajer, Managing Director of AI for Opt and our esteemed partner for this Datathon. He will be sharing his perspective on the program and what you can look forward to as participants. Mr. Kevin, the floor is all yours.
Thank you so much. I'm extremely excited to be here. And like you already said, I'm the managing director for the AI Institute for Advances in Optimization, or AI for Opt for short. And AI for Opt is one of the leading AI institutes specifically for engineering and for decision making. And I can confidently tell you that AI is not going away. It's not going anywhere. AI is already building and manufacturing things. AI is helping us move people where they need to be. It's helping us improve the healthcare system. It's helping us make new scientific discoveries. Many, many different fields will have some kind of component of AI in it. And that's why we need so many people to be part of this change. And that's one of the reasons I'm so excited that we're partnering with HerWILL on this, because of this amazing reach globally. So many of you are here, and all of this talent who needs to be part of this AI revolution. AI for Opt and HerWILL go way back. I think later this year we'll be celebrating our 5 years of working together. We've been part of multiple datathons together, and from my perspective, they just get better and bigger and more interesting every year. And I'm hoping this year will not be an exception. Now that you're here, in the following weeks, what you'll see is you get to be part of this AI revolution. You can start participating. And whether your goal is just to understand this model better, to guide you in the data decision making, or whether you want to build your own models, become a data scientist, AI engineer, I think you've come to the right place. There's a number of workshops by amazing teams here at HerWILL, and you'll see many of my colleagues, researchers in AI, leading some of these workshops, being part of panels, being judges at the end. So you'll see many of us, and we're really excited to be like a significant part of this. Also, the theme AI for digital safety is something that really, really resonates with me. Because we do AI for engineering and decision making, the most important thing when you use a tool to give recommendations is make sure that these recommendations make sense, that we can trust these people, that we build trustworthy AI systems. So that's why having that focus on safety and good use of AI tools, I think, is very important. You may ask, well, can we just throw LLMs? Can we just throw ChatGPT at the problem and make the internet safe? And I can tell you, probably not. These models are gigantic. They're very expensive to run. They take a lot of energy. And what we've seen in many applications is if you have smaller, more specialized models to do specific things, it often works way better. Another thing I think you'll see plenty of times throughout the workshops and all the way at the end in the competition is that these LLMs are great in English, but don't necessarily work in different languages. And there's still a lot that can be done and can be improved. So I'll keep it short. But in general, whether this is your first steps into AI or whether you're here to show what you've learned in the competition at the end, I know for a fact you'll learn many new things. And most importantly, I hope that you have fun doing so. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kevin, for your insightful words. We have received a comment that some of you are having some trouble with seeing the screen, so we will promptly be resharing the screen once again. Thank you so much for being there with us. Please let us know if you can see the screen with a thumbs up. Thank you so much for your response and patience. Now, I would like to invite the brain behind HerWILL's AI for Digital Safety program, Ms. Sayara Mahmood, the STEM lead for HerWILL Bangladesh, to learn a little about our learner's journey ahead. This is one of the most important part of our session today, as it will give us a run-through of our journey. So please ensure you're listening carefully and taking down notes. Ms. Sayara, the floor is all yours.
Thank you so much, Ramaisa. Hello, everyone. This is Sayara Mahmood, and I am representing HerWILL today as the STEM lead Bangladesh, which is my role in HerWILL. And it's truly a pleasure to welcome all of you to this workshop series and our upcoming Datathon, which is named AI for Digital Safety. And we all know the importance of digital safety, even in 2026. It's a still relevant problem. That's why we came up with this idea. And we are very excited to have such a diverse and talented group of participants joining us. And I am really excited to work with all of you and what we have built together, our whole STEM team and whole HerWILL team. We are really excited. So I will start with the learner's journey, which is very important. So let's look at the first phase. We have learn, build, experiment, compete, and present. It looks like what is happening, what is going on, and all of that. But your journey will move through these 5 stages. You will begin by learning the core concepts of machine learning and natural language processing through our workshops conducted by our amazing instructors. And then you will be able to build your understanding by applying those concepts. You will experiment with different approaches and ideas. And after that, after this learning phase, you will compete in the Datathon. Even though attending the Datathon is not mandatory after the workshop, but we would really love if every one of you attend this Datathon and compete with your with other participants. And finally, the top participants will present their work to the expert judges. So that's the main flow of our whole program of AI for digital safety. And then coming to our workshop series, we have the first phase, which is the workshop series, we starting from March 27, and it will end on April 10th, 2026. All of the workshop series will be online. You will get the Zoom link from Team HerWILL, and you can also join from Facebook Live or YouTube Live if our capacity is full. We always serve first come, first serve. And we have carefully structured the topics so that each session builds on the previous one. We begin with what leadership means in tech today, which helps set the mindset for innovation and impact. Then we move into our technical courses, which is Introduction to Machine Learning, followed by Preparing Data for Machine Learning, which is a critical real-world skill. and which is very relevant in today's world, and especially for AI for digital safety. From there, we transition into natural language processing or NLP, starting with the basics and moving into more advanced topics like applied deep learning for NLP, and basically teaching machines how to read. How interesting is that? Finally, we end with responsible AI, which is a very, very important topic in today's world. We are all dependent on AI, but we are not necessarily, we don't know all the concepts, how to use AI responsibly and how to use it efficiently. So this session is very important for all of us who use AI tools in a regular basis or for work or education purposes. As we build powerful systems, it's equally important to build them responsibly. Each of this session is designed to prepare you for the Datathon step by step. And for our phase 2, we have our Datathon and final presentation. After the workshop, you will move into this exciting phase. This will take place on April 17th to April 24th. It will be a 7-day long Datathon hosted on Kaggle. This is an individual competition where you will work with a provided dataset by HerWILL. You will build models, generate predictions, and submit your results, and also submit your code. Once the Datathon concludes, we move to the final phase, which is presentation on April 30th. The top 7 participants will be shortlisted and invited to present their work and defend their work. Each participant will have 5 minutes to present their work to a panel of expert judges. This is your opportunity not just to compete, but to showcase your idea and share your approach with everyone internationally, since it's a global platform. So it's a really, really amazing place for everyone to show their work. And why we chose machine learning and NLP for this particular program, the workshop series. So as we all know, today the world is driven by data. You cannot think of anything without data. Every digital platform generates massive amounts of information daily, and making sense of this data requires intelligent systems and organized systems. Machine learning enables computers to learn patterns from data, automate complex decision making, and it is widely used across industries and research. Natural language processing, or NLP, which is our main topic this year for our workshop series, allows machines to understand and analyze human language. It powers applications like search engines, chatbots. We are all familiar with chatbots like ChatGPT, Gemini, etc., right? Translation systems and content analysis. And it is one of the most important areas of modern AI today. So we cannot think of AI today without these areas, right? So through this program, you are not just learning technical skills, you are stepping into a field that is actively shaping the future. And all other details, all the timings, links, forms, everything will be sent to you by HerWILL team. Please be patient with us. And if you have any question, you can ask in the Q&A session. And you can also put your question in the chat box of our WhatsApp community. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Sayara. Now I would like to invite Mr. Tanmoy Mazumdar, researcher in the STEM team at HerWILL Bangladesh, to share a few words regarding the ethics and values to be maintained throughout the event.
Hello everyone, Tanma here. I hope you can all hear me. Yeah, okay. So again, good morning. I'm Tanma Majumdar. I'm a researcher and STEM officer at HerWILL. Now, before we move forward with our entire event, let's just pause for a moment and talk about something critical: ethics and responsibility. Now, I know this is usually the part where people expect a long and serious lecture, but don't worry, I'll keep it simple. Because no matter how exciting the competition is, no matter how advanced the technology becomes, there is one thing that matters more than performance, more than rankings, more than results. That is how you choose to build. So, as participants, there are a few expectations we want to clearly set. First, use the data responsibly. Let's move on to the next slide, shall we? The datasets that you work with are not just rows and columns, they represent real world information, and sometimes they represent real people. So, you have to make sure that you use them. I think there's something wrong with the share. All right, I'll just continue anyway. So, as I was saying, because in the real world, data responsibility is not optional, it is foundational. Okay? So, we have to make sure that we use the data carefully, we do not misuse the data, and we do not manipulate the data in any way that can break trust. And then, secondly, we have to make sure that we maintain integrity in our work. Now, we know that it is very easy today to generate answers, copy solutions, or take shortcuts. Technology has made that basically easier than ever. But integrity is about what you do when those shortcuts are available and no one is watching, and yet you still choose to do the right thing. So, your work should be your own, your results should be honest, and your process should be something that you can stand behind. Because at the end of the day, learning matters more than winning, and integrity matters more than both. Then we move on to our third one, following our ethical AI practices. AI is a powerful tool, but power without thought can lead to harm. And you know that Spider-Man quote, with great power comes great responsibility. So be mindful of bias, be mindful of fairness, and be mindful of how you want your solutions to might impact others. So don't just ask, does this work? Also, you gotta ask, is this responsible enough? And finally, respect community standards. You're not just one individual competitor here, right? You are part of a community that values respect, collaboration, and professionalism. So, we expect all of you to support each other, communicate respectfully, and compete fairly. Because a strong community does not just produce better results, it creates a better experience for everyone involved. So, before we begin, remember this is not just a test of your technical skills, it is also a reflection of your judgment, your integrity, and your values. So, build responsibly, act ethically, and respect the community. If you can do all of that, then regardless of the outcome, you are already succeeding in ways that truly matter. That being said, I thank you and wish you all the very best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Tomoy. Let us extend a warm welcome to Jawa Habib, our Global Datathon 2024 champion representing Syria, and today a robotics and intelligent systems engineer, as well as a teaching assistant at Monara University. Jawa has been a dedicated participant in the Global Datathon since 2021, and finally, she rose above 825 participants from around the globe to claim the top prize. A truly remarkable achievement, isn't it? We are super proud of her and especially grateful that despite her hectic schedule, she has taken the time to be here with us today. It is an absolute honor and pleasure to have her share a few inspiring words about her journey throughout the Datathon. Please join me in welcoming Jawa. The floor is all yours.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the HerWILL team for inviting me today. It's quite a pleasure. I will just start by introducing myself. As my name is Jawa Habib, but as HerWILL team introduced me, I'm a recent graduate in Robotics and Intelligent Systems Engineering, and currently I'm working as a teaching assistant at Manara University. Regarding my participation in the HerWILL Datathon and workshops, actually before the workshops, I had some general foundation in AI from university courses and self-learning, but it wasn't in natural language processing or large language models, so which were the focus of the workshops. Therefore, I was motivated to register in order to explore a field that was completely new to me back then. During the workshops, I actively attended all of them, taking notes on the new concepts and techniques mentioned by the professors, and I expanded on them on my own afterward. As the workshops progressed, things started to become clearer, and by the end, I understood the fundamentals of NLP and how to participate in a datathon. So, in my opinion, attending the workshops is really helpful, especially when you are new to NLP. Regarding the datathon, actually, it was my first time participating in one, so I wasn't really thinking about winning. Instead, I wanted to test my potential and apply what I had learned. And I believe this mindset really helps because when your goal is to learn, you end up understanding every single detail in your approach. And this helps you reason about your results, know how to improve them, and justify your choices. So, in my opinion, your model accuracy is not the only criterion for winning. Your depth of understanding, the quality of your approach, and your ability to analyze your results during your presentation also play significant roles. If there are some few things that I would recommend for the participants, first, don't hesitate to ask questions during the workshops. The professors are very helpful and always willing to help. Second, take some time to really analyze your results and think about how to improve them. For example, watch out for overfitting and use techniques to overcome this problem. For example, use early stopping or any other technique you find helpful. Also, in presenting your work, like after finishing the section of submitting your results, and then you will be presenting your approach to judges. At that time, don't just show your results. Share your observations and suggest ways to improve them. And don't be afraid to experiment, try new techniques, explore different model architectures, and don't limit yourself to just one approach. Comparing different models can teach you a lot. And this one is quite important. If you have limited resources, as I did, make use of tools like Google Colab, and it's a free GPU access. It can save you a lot of time during training. And finally, don't be afraid to push yourself outside your comfort zone and participate. You will learn a lot no matter what the result, and maybe you will win first place. Who knows? To conclude, while this experience was a valuable addition to my CV, for me, it was mainly about learning something new and applying AI to address a meaningful real world problem. And I think that's what made it worth it, actually. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Jawa, for sharing your inspiring journey. We hope your words have fired up our participants to take on this event with even heightened confidence. Up next, we are honored to welcome Trina Chakraborty, who, by the way, was one of you some time back because she is our runner-up from our Datathon series from 2022, who right after completing the Datathon applied to HerWILL as an intern and is now a web development lead at our core team while also being a lecturer at East Delta University. Trina, I welcome you and the floor is all yours to speak.
Thank you, Rameisa, for giving me the floor. I hope everyone can hear me. Okay, so hi everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you joining HerWILL Datathon 2026. My name is Srina Chakraborty. I am currently working as a faculty in a university in Bangladesh and also as the tech development lead at HerWILL. But a few years ago, I was sitting exactly where you are right now. I first joined the HerWILL Datathon in 2021. I didn't come as someone who had everything figured out. I came as a normal computer science student from SAST, but with a very curious mind. Even though I was a little bit nervous back then, but truly speaking, I was just looking forward to explore the field. I placed 7th at that year in the Datathon, but it didn't demotivate me. It made me interested more to learn about the field. So I came back in 2022 and made it to the finals. But what kept me pulling back wasn't just the Datathon. It was the community, the HerWILL community. It was the feeling of being in a space built specifically for youth like us who love technology, who want to build things, and who want to matter in this field. And after the Datathons, I followed HerWILL in every platform, like every campaign and events. Then gradually, I joined many of the HerWILL's bootcamps. I learned, I grew from there. And eventually, I got the opportunity to join the HerWILL website team as an intern. I worked on real features there, collaborated on different projects with different team members across many countries. And slowly, I became a core part of the team. Currently, I lead the web development team and serve as a faculty member at university. But alongside with this, I had the greatest opportunity to collaborate with the HerWILL STEM team on an AI research project, which resulted in an accepted NLP paper. So all of this started from saying yes to opportunities, even though I wasn't fully ready. So here, what I want to tell all of you today that your start doesn't define your ceiling. You don't need to be the best in the room. You just need to be consistent, curious, and willing to show up. Even when it's hard, even when the little voice inside tells you that you don't belong here. But let me be very clear that you do belong here. That's exactly why HerWILL exists, to help you grow. This Datathon is just not a competition. It's a door. And even what you do after this, what you do after you work through it, that's totally up to you. My suggestion to all of you that stay connected, join the workshop, do the Datathon, reach out to our members, our mentors, volunteer, contribute. Because this community grows when you grow. And I am living proof that being a HerWILL participant is only the starting. Lastly, I want to say thank you and best of luck to every single one of you for the upcoming Datathon. Enjoy this journey and do your best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Trina, for your valuable insights. I'm sure your words have inspired us all. Now we invite our country manager from Egypt at HerWILL, Dr. Vanya Amir, who has truly played a pivotal role in making this Datathon what it is today. The reason we have over 1,000 participants from Egypt this year. This is entirely a testament to her hard work, dedication, and passion for this community. Over to you, Dr. Vanya.
Thank you, Naja. Hi, everyone. My name is Rania Amer. I'm HerWILL Country Director in Egypt. I'm also a university professor. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to the HerWILL AI for Digital Safety Global Datathon 2026. Today is not just the start of an event. It's the start of a challenge to think differently, to solve real problems, and to use technology with purpose. At HerWILL Egypt, we believe that empowering youth, especially young women, with digital and AI skills is not optional anymore. It's essential. The world is changing fast, and those who understand and shape technology will lead the future. Digital safety is one of the most urgent challenges we face today. As technology grows, the risk also grows. So this is why your role here matters. You are not just learning AI, you are using it to create safer digital space for your communities. This initiative is strongly aligned with Egyptian national direction, including the Egyptian National AI Strategy 2030, which focuses on building capabilities, fostering innovations, and preparing a generation that can compete globally. So, to all participants, I want to be very clear. This is your opportunity. Don't aim to just compete the program, aim to stand out, ask better questions, challenge assumptions, and push your ideas further than you think possible. What you build here can go beyond this datathon. It can become a real solution, a startup, or even a movement. It can be a life changing for you. We are proud to have you here, and we are excited to see what you will create. Thank you, and let's get started.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rania, for that wonderful address to all our participants. Up next, we will move to our regional leadership from the MENA region, Ms. Carol Georges-Zakour, who is dedicated to advancing women's rights, is pivotal to HerWILL's team, and has received the most impactful initiative award for the MENA region in 2022 from the Women in Tech organization. Ms. Carol, please feel free to share some words of advice to our participants.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carol Zahour, and I'm the country manager for Syria. And I'm a women's rights activist. I want to thank you all for attending. And I want to tell you that you are now in the right place. And to assure you that I will share with you a little bit about my journey with HerWILL. My journey with HerWILL is not like what you expected. I applied for to be a volunteer. It started when I was attending, like you today, one of their programs, and I was fascinated and amused by the hard work and the organization, the organized way they are working. And I said that during one of the sessions, and I said about what I'm working in Syria and how I wish all of that great work happens also in my country, because here in Syria we lack a lot of technology for women, and especially things related to AI, which is a new thing for a developing country with a conflict, war happening there. And that's when Farhana Hassan, our CEO, contacted me personally and wanted from me to join the team. And that was a great opportunity. I still appreciate it until this day. And from back that moment, I'm working with HerWILL, and we are working together to give the opportunities for more people like you from conflict zones, from developing countries, from unrepresented places to be here and to learn and to get the knowledge they really deserve, even though they live in places that they cannot get it. And the last Datathon, we worked on more than 600 Syrians attended, and one of them, you saw, Jawa, won. So if me and Jawa managed to do that, you can also do it. And why I'm sure of that? Because HerWILL is the right place for you to get the right opportunities you deserve. So I advise all of you to put all your heart and your effort in that, like we did during the preparation of this Datathon. And I wish you all the best, and Yeah, I wish you now a great time with us. Please stay until the last moment to hear everything you need to know, and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carol. We truly appreciate your words of advice. Now, we would like to invite Professor Nidioro Nidie, Senior Professor of Dental Public Health at Sheikh Anta Diop University in Dhaka. She is also the founding president of Alliance for Migration, Leadership, and Development, known as AMLD, and currently coordinates the group of Friends of School Feeding in Senegal, with numerous honors and distinctions accredited to her. Ms. Nidioro, the floor is all yours.
Thank you so much, my dear. And Rumaiza is your name, n'est-ce pas? And you must understand that I am francophone, coming from Senegal. But you know, I bring a little, quantity of people for these courses organized by HerWILL. And I wanted just to profit on the opportunity you give to all of us to understand more what is going on in AI. I would first thank really Farana and your team and her team. I am so impressed by the work you are doing. You know, what impressed me and what I would like to share with you is this common will we have to make our countries, our societies go ahead about of technology and right technology, how to understand more what is going on all around the world. And here in Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa, in particular in Western, in this Western region, we are so far from many areas of high technology that I was very happy to have Farana from one of our common friends, Julius Cole, who let us meet and try to work together. Farana, I would like to thank you a lot and to tell you also that perhaps I will not have the full benefit of all these seeds, but we bring in the loop at least 100 young people, young girls and boys in the universities here in Western Africa. And they are so enthusiastic to listen about what we are going to say to them, how these workshops will be organized, and what outcome they can take over this Datathon and workshops. So I wrote a little paper. Umu also. Umu is our comment le dire encore? She is our core person in our team to work with HerWILL about this project. So she will be our interlocutor. I don't know how to tell it in English. The one who will be here to answer all the questions you have. But I wanted just to address a few words to our people we bring in this gathering, these 50, 80 or 90 people, young people coming from our main universities here in Senegal. Do you allow me to speak a little bit in French? I think that my paper have been translated in English already by Farana. Farana, can I speak a little bit French? Do you allow me to speak a little bit French?
Yes.
Yes,
Please.
certainly.
Please. Voilà, je voudrais remercier les personnes de HerWILL, en particulier Farana, mais également l'Institut de Georgia Tech. Nous avons vu son directeur tout à l'heure qui s'est adressé à nous. Je voudrais aussi remercier les enseignants, les chercheurs qui sont en train de vous écouter et qui veulent comprendre davantage ce qui se passe en AI à travers le monde. C'est une grande fierté. We are very, very proud here in IMLD to join this initiative from HerWILL. Why? Parce que nous vivons une époque charnière où l'intelligence artificielle n'est plus une simple promesse technologique. L'intelligence artificielle est devenue l'infrastructure même de notre siècle. Dans la décennie à venir, le monde sera façonné par ceux qui comprennent et qui maîtrisent les systèmes d'apprentissage automatique. Cependant, cette révolution ne doit laisser personne au bord du chemin. Pour nous, à AMLD, l'enjeu est double. D'abord, assurer une sécurité numérique accrue. Et ensuite, garantir une inclusion réelle. Not to let people out of the system. We have to include everybody in that matter. Il est impératif que les femmes et les jeunes, particulièrement en Afrique et dans les milieux sous-représentés, ne soient pas de simples consommateurs, mais des architectes de solutions pour demain. Ce workshop, c'est une opportunité d'excellence et d'éthique. Dans le paysage technologique actuel, le véritable moteur de la souveraineté et du progrès n'est pas seulement l'algorithme, mais le capital humain qui le conçoit et qui l'oriente. Et je tiens beaucoup à cela. Investir dans la formation de nos jeunes et de nos femmes, c'est transformer un potentiel inexploité en une force motrice capable de relever les défis de la sécurité numérique et de l'innovation inclusive. Ce programme pilote donc est plus qu'une formation technique. C'est un impératif stratégique pour doter nos talents de compétences, de la confiance nécessaire pour rester compétitifs et influents dans les secteurs publics, dans le secteur privé, mais également à l'université. Le programme que nous lançons aujourd'hui avec ses 7 ateliers experts et son Datathon mondial est une passerelle vers l'excellence. Il ne s'agit pas seulement de coder en Python ou de manipuler des données. Il s'agit de bâtir une IA éthique, exemple de biais, qui respecte la dignité humaine et qui répond aux défis concrets de notre société. Avec 60% des femmes qui composent la cohorte que nous avons apportée, je veux dire ceci. Votre regard est essentiel pour humaniser la technologie. Ce bootcamp est votre terrain de jeu pour acquérir la confiance et les compétences nécessaires pour briller dans les secteurs publics, privés et universitaires. À travers ce partenariat entre AMLD et HerWILL et Georgia Tech, nous offrons une formation gratuite de haut niveau et entièrement en ligne. J'exhorte donc chaque participant à s'investir pleinement depuis la cérémonie d'ouverture d'aujourd'hui jusqu'aux présentations finales du 30 avril. Saisissez cette chance, mesdames et messieurs. C'est une grande chance de rejoindre ce réseau international organisé par HerWILL parce que c'est un réseau de talents. Mais parce que vous avez aussi le devoir de devenir des leaders technologiques dont nos nations ont besoin pour naviguer dans l'ère de l'IA avec audace et intégrité. Voilà ce que je voulais vous dire. It was what I wanted to say. I'm sorry I did it in French because it is what I think, how I think and I feel also. But if I know that Farana will help for this translation, and you will have the paper. I understand, and I am absolutely conscious that we are a little bit late, and we are back from all these movements, this big movement of AI. But please just have a look, step just a little bit back and look at all these young people you can bring with you in this vast movement of technology. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Ms. Navioro, for your words of encouragement. And now, let's welcome our dedicated country manager from Bangladesh, Ms. Tahia Islam, who has worked tirelessly behind the scenes to bring together the incredible partners who have made today's event possible. The floor is all yours.
Hello, am I audible? Okay, I guess I am audible. If Nuha or somebody else can, pinpoint my other profile, then, you will be able to see me as well because I'm using another device for the video. But when that is happening, I would like to introduce myself. I am Tahia Islam. I am the country manager for Bangladesh at HerWILL. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, Rumaisa. And one thing I would like to add is that this is an amazing session to be in. I and our team members, all of us have worked really hard to actually provide you all with an amazing opportunity of not only learning about the fundamentals or the advanced levels of data science and AI skills, but also to experience how a global program looks like. That has been one of our goals since day one, that how we can bring all the regions, all the countries, all the youth, all over the world, all together under one roof so that all of us can not only learn, but also can engage with each other, build friendships, build networks, have global exposure, and experience the wonderful opportunity of, learning and accelerating our own careers and our own academia. Now, without further ado, actually, I would like to very generously extend my gratitude to all of the partners that we have in our HerWILL AI for Digital Safety Datathon 2026. I know that, I was very attentively listening to Kevin and Dr. Rania and Carol and Professor Midoriyo. And all I can say to all of you is massive, massive thank you for being with HerWILL, with your support and necessary contributions. We have been able to actually successfully plan, design, and execute HerWILL AI for Digital Safety. And we have been successful in executing the opening ceremony the way that we wanted to do. So a massive thank you to all of you. For this particular flagship event that we do every year, HerWILL Datathon, as we very fondly call it, every year, our strategic partner is AI for Opt under Georgia Tech, and Kevin has been here with us as one of the representatives of AI for Opt. And alongside AI for Opt, this year we have amazing number of premium partners who have supported us in different capacities, mainly by engaging the underrepresented women and youth from all over the world. So number one premium partner would be Galaxy for Development company from Egypt, and then AMLD from Senegal, and then Build Bangladesh from Bangladesh, and then Smart Biz Pay from USA. Aside from these wonderful partnerships, we have the Business Standard, one of the leading newspapers in Bangladesh, as our print and media partner. We also have different university clubs and associations as our youth engagement partners. Without all of you, this Datathon would not have been possible, and I extend heartiest gratitude from the bottom of my heart to all of you. Now, I would like to move on to the next slide and discuss a little bit about what to expect in the next couple of days regarding the HerWILL Datathon and workshop series. So as you all can see that in the opening ceremony, we have 830 people with us. And in our Facebook Live, we also have around 100 people watching the Facebook Live. And we have more than 900 people right now who have registered to be a part of HerWILL AI for Digital Safety workshop series and Datathon. So in order to communicate with a large number of participants, we are using our email communication. We are using our official email address, which is the leadership@herwill.org. And if you have any kind of confusion or any kind of query that you want to ask us or you want to know from us, you can email us at leadership@herwill.org. And we also have a WhatsApp community channel. We have given everybody the WhatsApp community channel link via email, and a lot of you have already joined the community. And we will be sharing the community link again in a while in the chat box, and you will also be able to join the community channel if you have not yet. We will be sharing Google Classroom links with you so that you can join the Google Classroom and experience all the study materials and reading materials for the workshops. Please note that we have not yet shared the Google Classroom because we have not started the workshop series yet. This is just the opening ceremony, but in the coming days, you will be receiving emails from us with Google Classroom links, which you will be able to join and you will be able to navigate the classroom at your own pace. I know that this opening ceremony has been very information heavy, so you might have a lot of questions. To address those questions or confusions that you have, we will be opening our chat box very soon, and you will be able to leave your questions there so that we can address those questions and give you the proper direction to actually wonderfully experience HerWILL AI for Digital Safety. Lastly, please stay connected to us and in all our social media platforms. We are active on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, and we have our website, which is www.herwill.org. So please stay connected. If you guys want to post about our opening ceremony and the program that you're a part of, you can definitely do that, and you can definitely tag us. And we will also be sharing the social media platform links on our chat box so that you can just copy paste those and you can follow us and you can stay connected with us, because we also want to stay connected to you guys. Now, these are all the things that we have to keep in mind and we have to follow. We will try our best to share this presentation slide with all of you so that you guys can continue going through it and reach out to us if you have any more questions. Now, I would request Naja to actually open the chat box for everybody. Naja, please let me know if that's done.
Yes, the chat box is open for everyone.
Okay, amazing. So all the participants, if you now see the chat box, you will see that you can post your comments and questions and anything that you want to write. But yes, of course, please be very respectful about it. And shoot your questions away. Our leadership team, our HerWILL leadership team is ready to answer your questions. We will be having 15 minutes, 15 minutes for question and answer, and then we will move on to the final segment of the opening ceremony. Thank you. Over to you, Naja.
Thank you, Ms. Tahia. And with that, we come to the close of today's opening ceremony. What an incredible session it has been, has it not? A huge and heartfelt thanks to our
Naja,
wonderful
sorry.
speakers.
Sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you. We will be keeping the the opening ceremony open for the next 15 minutes because we will be taking question and answer because we already have a lot of questions in the chat box. And after 15 or 20 minutes, we will be closing the session.
Yes, sorry about that. So we are going to be entertaining the questions for the next 15 minutes. And please keep your questions coming. And we are here to support you and we'll be answering your questions by the meantime. Thank you, everyone.
There is some hands up. I see somebody here.
Yes, doctor, we are getting to the
Yeah.
questions one by one. Thank you. Thank you for pointing it out. Okay, I think we have been getting a lot of messages, so I'm gonna start with the first question that I see on my screen. Kevin, we have a okay, so this is like a philosophical question, I feel, but I'm going to hand it over to you, Kevin. So the question is, my question for Kevin is, given your experience in AI development, its capabilities, and how it is being used today, are you hopeful for the future ahead?
I believe Kevin is out of the session for another conflict. So another meeting that he has to attend, but he's going to come back. I can take this question on behalf of Kevin, if you'd allow me. So AI can be very optimistic in our mind if it is used as a human and AI conjunction. If it's in collaboration with human intelligence and AI, then we are on the right path. And in order to make it a just and hopeful future for AI, this is our small attempt to be able to take out harmful content from social media and other places with AI so that we can detect it before it comes along and corrupts our minds. So in the future, in general, AI is vast. It's a huge umbrella of many different things. But what we're actually focusing on right here is large language models and machine learning and how to build the models and train them for a better and safer digital landscape. Hope that answers your question.
Thank you so much, Ms. Farhana, for answering the question. We have one more question for the tech team. The question is asked by Nishika, and she asks, do I need to know any prior skills for the course?
Sarah?
If we could have a tech team representative answer that, that would be very helpful.
Okay, I'll take that instead. So yes, as it was stated in our flyers and all the posts that we have made, that we are expecting that all of the participants are going to at least be familiar with Python, because the stuff that we are going to cover, machine learning and everything related to it, all of it requires that our participants has at least some kind of a background in Python programming, because without those, it will be a little bit hard for everyone to understand the stuff that our instructors are explaining throughout the sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, Tonmoy. I hope the answer was sufficient for you guys. Now, I have been looking at some comments that how this session was helpful for everybody, how some of you are still, figuring out, what to do in the program. So I'm just going to repeat what HerWILL AI for digital safety is. This is a combination of two programs. Number one, a comprehensive AI workshop series, which will enable you as participants to learn about different kinds of AI models. And we will be having a total number of 7 workshops, each workshop for maximum of 1.5 to 2 hours, where instructors will be from USA and from our partners AI for Opt under Georgia Tech. And after the 7 workshops, you will be prepared to participate in a datathon in a competition where you will be solving a problem related to digital safety. So this is like a learning program as well as a competition that you will be participating in. And if I were at your place, unfortunately, I am one of the organizers, but if I were at your place, I would have just grabbed this learning opportunity and be so serious so that I can win like Java or like Trina. Now, we also got some comments stating that, they have registered, but they haven't received an invitation link on their email. What is happening from our end is that a lot of emails are being bounced. So we are trying to send as many emails as we can separately so that everybody gets the session joining link and other relevant information that participants need to have. But for now, what we can do is, Trina, if you can please share the WhatsApp community channel link in the chat box, that will help the participants to join our community. And through that community, we will be able to share all the necessary Zoom joining link information and everything. Also share the leadership email address. If anybody has any question, they can reach out there as well. Now, we have another very important question for the tech team. So either Sayara or Tonmoy can answer this question. Which part of the workshops will practice on coding, and what if their pre-knowledge required? So the question is that what part of the workshop will be on coding, and is there any pre-knowledge or prerequisite required?
Yes, we do have some prerequisites. We need all of the participants to learn Python first, otherwise they won't understand machine learning concepts. So that's strictly our prerequisites, which is mentioned in our form and everything. And it's other than the leadership and AI, responsible AI, all of the workshop sessions are technical. So you need to code parallelly with the instructor. But they will guide you, so don't get scared. It's not like you have to write everything from scratch or anything. We are just practicing here, and think of it like a simulation. How does it work? We are learning that here. But yeah, we do need to code.
Thank you so much, Sayara. We have some more questions as well. A question came from Mohammed Taha asking, is there a translation into Arabic available to our students to be fully involved? Our workshop sessions are going to be uploaded on YouTube, and we will try our best to put subtitles there so that you get the Arabic version of it, but we cannot promise that at this moment, but we will really try our best. Then we have what apps do I need to install for session? So if you are using your laptop or your computer, you really need to have Zoom, and then you have to have a Gmail address, Gmail account, because you will need to have access to Google Classroom. So these are the two things that you need to have on your laptop or computer or on your phone. But for the workshops, we always recommend participating in the workshops from your laptop or computer, because otherwise phone doesn't always give you the opportunity to participate, attend, and do all the coding that you will be doing feasibly. So I think having a laptop or a computer access along with your access to Zoom and Gmail, Google Classroom are needed. There has been a question, and I've seen this question twice or thrice now, that why do we need to open our cameras all the time? I feel like this falls under code of conduct and logistics of any program. This is a virtual program. We are not sitting or standing in front of one another and looking at each other face to face. So if we do not have our cameras on, if we do not see who the person is behind the camera, then it is a serious safety concern. So that is why, for everybody's safety, for the participants' safety, for the organizers' safety, we need to keep our cameras on during the workshop sessions. As you have seen, all the speakers who have spoken today had their cameras on, and that made the session more engaging. So it is mandatory for us to keep our videos on, unless we have serious internet issue or technical difficulty. Then we can just not have our cameras on. Other than that, your video needs to be on the whole time. I think I would like to take one last question, which is for the tech team again. Like, what are the most important skills for beginners to focus on regarding AI and digital safety? Sayara, Tonmay, any one of you can take the question.
All right, I'll take this one. In case of AI, digital safety, all of that requires, first of all, as we stated twice before, that we will need our participants to have a good skill of Python, because all of the AI models that are built these days for the last few years, all are built on Python, because Python is a modular language. It has several modular libraries, which you can just use to plug and play with all of your models. That's the first thing. And then after that, you would also need to learn about how machine learning models work, how all of the frameworks work. There are two main frameworks. One of them is called TensorFlow. The other one is called PyTorch. I would recommend that you go with PyTorch because PyTorch is more flexible and customizable. So you would be able to customize your code much easier if you are using PyTorch. Along with that, it would be useful if you have some knowledge of basic calculus and a little bit of statistics, because AI models do rely on those to make all of their predictions. Under the hood, when they're working, this is all basically just a big statistical model that tries to predict stuff, be that in case of any computer vision or natural language processing, it is all just math under the hood. So if you have just a little bit of basic good understanding of math, that's gonna help a long way. I hope that answers your question, and thank you. That was a good question.
Thank you so much, Tanmoy, for sharing your answer. Oh, I have stumbled upon another question and I would answer it. It is about what are the further opportunities that we will be getting after completing the program, which will help us in the professional world. So you will be receiving leadership development workshop sessions. You will be receiving networking opportunities from with our instructors. HerWILL is going to be organizing a lot of other events, side events, related to, mentorship opportunities and internship opportunities. And you will also be able to work with our STEM team, our technical team on different kind of researches, which will help your higher study opportunities and which will enhance your career or academic opportunities as well. So there are a lot of opportunities that you will be able to explore after completing the program successfully. And all you have to do is let us know where do you want to work and how do you want to do it. And we will be happy to accommodate you. And then the certificate. We have one question for the certificate and another question about non-technical skills. So, Trina, please share the feedback form with everybody. Every session that we do, including the opening ceremony that we just had, we will be providing you with a feedback form, which you will need to fill out. So proper attendance in all the workshop sessions is extremely important to get your certificate. We have 7 workshop series in total. If you do not, participate and attend all the workshop sessions, we won't be able to provide you with your learner's certificate. So that is the answer to your question. And once the workshop series are done, we will be sharing the certificates with those participants who have participated in all the workshop series. Now, Nuha, will you be able to show the last slide of the presentation again, the very last slide? Because we have a code there. Those who are attending the session right now are filling out the feedback form, and if they will also have to answer the code to get their attendance. if they do not get their attendance, they won't be able to receive the certificate. So we are going to keep this code on the screen for 2 minutes, and then Trina, you can share the feedback form again. And many people are saying that the WhatsApp community link is not working. Can you check, Trina, if the link is working or not, and share it again so that they can join? We will wait for 3 to 4 minutes more for everybody to fill out the feedback form and add the code as well. If you do not add the code, then unfortunately your attendance will not be recorded. And I see that a lot of you are still asking about where the code is. The code is on the screen right now. It is here at attendance code 01H29W. The screen has the code, so you can
Can
see
we
it
make
there.
it, can we make it bigger, the fonts bigger next time?
Sure.
The code is hard to see, so please make sure and keep the page up so everybody can write it down.
Mhm. We're gonna have 2 more minutes for everybody to fill out the feedback form, and then we are going to take a screenshot of today's program. We're gonna come on screen, pause, and take photos. Thank you so much for being so patient with us and being so attentive throughout the session, and for the wonderful questions that you all had.
Okay, some of you are asking for the Google Classroom link. We will send you the Google Classroom invitation in your email. So keep your eye on your email and you will get the invitation shortly. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to those who have filled out the form. Those who have not yet, you only have 1 more minute. So please fill out the form, because in the next minute, we will be closing the presentation. So you won't be able to see the code anymore. So hurry up.
For 5 more minutes. Tahir, is it okay for us to stay a little longer to give them a little bit more time?
Yes, absolutely.
And also maybe next time we don't do thank you, any questions, and just put the attendance code really in bigger fonts.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, I think we are done. I can see you all sharing the screenshots of the form. So I believe that all of you have been able to fill out the form. So after the completion of the 7 workshops, if you participate in all of the workshops, then you will receive a certificate.
All right, I think we are ready for the screenshot, are we? If so, I'm gonna ask Naza and Rumaisa also take a screenshot. At the same time, I will take it. So whichever comes nicer, I'm gonna take it. And we are going to post this on social media. So I would request you all to come on camera.
How about yourself, Nuha?
I'm so sorry.
How about yourself to come on camera?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay, are we ready? Because it will take a little bit more time, mostly because we have multiple pages we have to go through. So, all right. Look at the camera and please sit in the middle and fix yourself so in a way so that we can see each other in the camera and whatsoever. Thank you. Can we not write something on the chat because it's coming as a pop-up in my screen, and whenever I'm going to take the screenshot, it will come out. So can we just give us like 30 seconds or 1 minute? Can we not write something for a while? Thank you. All right, I'm gonna start now. And once again, please do not write. Okay, please do not write on the chat.
Hello, dear. I will speak in Arabic for them to understand better. رجاء ما حدا يكتب شيء بالتشات، ناخذ سكرين شوت، فالأفضل ما حدا يكتب شيء حتى ما يطلع بالشاشة. شكرا كثير لكم.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm gonna take now. Again, someone writing, I don't know. Can anyone just turn off the chat for a while because it's covering the whole bottom line.
By the way, the certificate is going to be digital. So for you to be able to add it to your LinkedIn profile and other places. The last question.
Okay. All right. So I'm request Naza. I'm going to request Rumaisa and Trina to take the screenshot too, in terms of like if any pop-up coming to my screen, at least you guys can take the decent one. All right. Let's just start. It's take too much time already. 1, 2, and 3 say cheese. And then I'm going to the next page. So just hold on, keep smiling. I see a lot of beautiful smile. Thank you so much. Hold on, I'm almost there. We have 2 more pages to go. You have to remember we have more than 500 participants, so you just have to wait for a while. Be patient and keep smiling. Meanwhile, I will request all of you to share some of your screenshot on your social media, tag HerWILL. If you follow HerWILL and if you tag HerWILL, I can repost that on our platform. So feel free to do that. Thank you all. Thank you so much for smiling for so long. And I have managed to take everyone's. Some of you are not actually on camera, but I took your name. I really hope you will join our main session. Today was the opening. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, everyone. We have posted in our community about the next workshop session, so you guys can now take leave from Zoom. We are officially done for today. Thank you.